Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the stream. Gonna be hopping into our first map of the day, Oregon. VG up against AllyDogs Gaming. First ban coming out, Montaigne from the side of ADG. Not an uncommon ban on this map, Jackal, just eliminating more roam clear. Not two uncommon bans. Flash, that's a slightly different ban. It's just reminding me of ranked right now. And then one more band coming out from ADG Echo. Okay, so fairly default band, as Kanye would say. Ooh, here we go. IQ obviously got to get that G8 power. Basically a staple on every attacking team right now. Thatcher Thermite, Ash Twitch. And we're going to be seeing first side coming out as Kids Dorms, top floor, with a Mirror, Mute, Bandit Castle, and Wamai. Not too sure how these two teams will fare against each other, but that's what we're here to find out right now. With a closed tournament of 4 teams. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here. Closed tournament is only Friday, not yet.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
There we go. Let's get into it. That rotation hole open up from Kinforms into attic and castle on the attic window. Yeah. The wall is going to be opened into trophy from attic though. That's
10 seconds.
something I haven't seen much recently, or ever really.
5 seconds to insertion.
And here we go. And the
Attackers must locate
small
and
room
defuse a
door
bomb.
castled off. Okay, this is different. Not too sure why that is, but have to see. And then just dorms window. So just fairly default castles except for the small room. And it looks like we're going to be seeing an attic take now. Top floor wrapping up, and we do indeed have a second caster here. It is Olympus.
Hello everyone, hope you're having a wonderful evening.
So it'll be me and him in the casting positions today. Gonna be seeing Cafe on that main window. Not too sure what he is playing. Twitch with the fuser there. That's pretty risky. If he dies, he's on his own there. But yeah. And the attic wall already being opened up. Still 2 minutes left on the clock. That is a very quick open from VG. Well played on their side. Bandit just falls off, not wanting to contest any of that. Dormai is going to be playing on that mirror though, so not too bad there as Ash just opens up the wall, the castle barricade. Sorry. And how are you doing, Olympus?
Well, I'm doing well, and not much to complain about really.
Yeah, it is. It's a Wednesday. Not a Thatcher. The Thatcher thing being caught by Dormai. Not sure where that Thatcher was going though. So
I think he was trying to get a mute jammer to allow his 2 drones to go in, but now it doesn't matter since both were shot down.
Yeah. Bandit taking some damage, but receiving XEL. That's I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Zell. Really low now, and there's the first pick, Kixie onto Fred.
Located.
The Thermite, the first operator to fall. The mirror being opened, and there's the refrag. Quills falls. Vixie taking some damage from that Thatcher, and Thatcher picks up JJ. And the down comes on to 2 versus 4. It's Corsair and MJ last 2 alive, and I don't know how to. I forgot that. Thatcher falls. Corsair with that frag. Seeing that coming out. Yeah. How do I pronounce Thatcher's name again? Ionide. Okay, cool. And Arzus with another kill, picking up the mute. Mirror gets picked back up. 2 versus 3 with 20 seconds left. It's gonna come down to the last seconds of this round. Cafe is on site. He's taking. That's diffuser dropped. 15 seconds. VG now have to make a play. Arceus with that triple kill on that gun. That G8 on IQ. Such a good gun. They don't know MJ's position yet, and doesn't matter. Zell with the frag. Attackers win the first round of VG. Well played on their side. Good shot from Zell. Fairly default attic take coming out from VG there. Definitely a good round from them. Definitely a good round from Arceus as well in that 3K. What do you
know
think?
what? I'm actually surprised that round went in the favor of Vanguard.
Yeah, it was a 2 versus 3 with 20 seconds left, and the diffuser was dropped in the middle of sight, and they still managed to pick it up. So that's well
exactly. Large in part to Arceus. I hope I'm not butchering his name with that 3K. And I'm glad that you mentioned it before we got into the round. That G8 is always a great weapon to have.
It's so
and we saw him executing it with beautiful mastery.
Yeah, me and my friends are slightly against that weapon. We've been on the receiving end one too many times. Not great. But we're seeing the exact same players, operators from each side. So same site, looks the same setup as well. Vixie opening up that wall again, and yeah, everything the same. Okay, hopefully not a repeat of the last round though for ADG. It was a bit of a falter in the last couple seconds there. They really should have had that round.
For sure, and I was going to criticize Vanguard for only pushing through Attic, because it's common to see a split push from Attic and also from this master bedroom side where the Wamai is. I'm not quite sure to pronounce all those consonants. So the wall that has been bandit has been electrified.
Yeah.
I was about to say bandited. The wall that has been electrified in games, and the one in Attic is usually open, so there's a split push coming from both sides. And last time we didn't see that coming from Vanguard.
It looks like they're going to be moving for a bandit trick this time. That's very risky because the second they get the control below you, you're quite in a bit of danger there. But okay, we'll see how this goes. First bandit charge going on the correct side? Yes, it is. No, he's not putting it down. Oh, there's a mute jammer. Okay, there's a mute jammer, so that doesn't matter. They can't open it up yet. That's fine. So wall not getting opened as fast as last round, definitely. And we're gonna be seeing still just a full. Okay, now the wall open. I'm not sure what Banner was doing there. JJ now in a very difficult position. Nitro not doing. No, it is doing quite a bit of damage to Ionide there. Thatcher on like 10 HP there. Am I helping out? But Fred pushes in. They know JJ's position. Doesn't matter. Quills in the end, but Ionide with the refrag onto JJ. Corsair took a bit of damage there. That was a good interaction from each side. JJ, not sure if that was the best play from him sitting there.
Yeah, and it looks like ADG are holding on to the Attic a lot better this time than they did last round, because they gave it away last round essentially for free. Cafe is on the white stairs, he's peeking into the Dom's main hall, but he has Corsair and MJ to contend as they're holding crossfire against him. He gets picked out by Corsair and there he goes. Easy headshot onto Cafe, and that's the Twitch down. The F2, weapon that received enough, but still very powerful now off the board. We have 1 minute left, and just 2 attackers, that's Arceus and Ionide on Vanguard left. Let's see whether they can clutch this out or whether this puts us on an even 1-1 score.
The HP on ADG side also, it's 2 around 50, another 2 full HP, and it's just Arceus on full HP and Ionide on a slither of health. But Arceus, we've seen what he can do with that gun in hand. Let's see if he has any say in this round's outcome. With 30 seconds left, the mirror is still up, so pushing Attic, it does look like VG gonna have to push it at Attic, but ADG setting up for this, anticipating this push.
And look at the crossfires they're holding into Attic. I don't think there's any way Ironide is going to walk out of that alive.
Yeah.
Azius decides to get onto the window. He gets the mirror open,
But
but I
10
think it's a
seconds
little bit too late. Decides to
Yeah.
go for the rappel, gets one, but gets immediately traded out. Quills takes down Ironide, and we're 1-1 on Oregon.
Definitely a much better round there from ADG. No falters at the end there. Not letting them break through that defense. The attack, they were just going for the exact same thing, and you don't want to do that twice in a row. It worked the first time. The defenders are going to be trying to put that aside, and they did a very good job of doing that. Arceus unable to pick up any frags that round, but we'll see a pretty similar lineup from the attacking side. Buck just being swapped off the Ash. Kaido, Mai, Goyo, Jaeger, and Smoke on defense. Goyo is so good on this side. Smoke as well. Just when the utility dump is gonna have to be great because of the Jaeger and Wamai. Want to take out that Wamai nice and soon before he gets a
Defenders, protect your
infinite
bombs
amount
from
of
being
plates,
defused by
discs,
attackers.
big throw discs.
Well, I think Infinite is a bit of an exaggeration, as I believe he gets only 6. I might be wrong, don't quote me on that.
He gets a lot. That's all we're
Location of a
saying.
bomb.
He gets
True.
more than one.
Yeah.
Hatch is
And-
being enforced up top now.
Operators like Wamai and Legion become, and Smoke as well, become exponentially more powerful as the round progresses. So JJ will have to play, I guess, more careful than he has been, as he's on 0 kills right now and 2 deaths.
5 seconds remaining.
Some
Attackers
I
objective
forgot
is
the
to
word.
defuse
I'm
the
great at
bomb.
talking. Anyway, Quills, yeah, definitely has to stay alive. Smoke's so powerful on the dying seconds of the round on this site. Really, any site, just so good at that plant denial. If you can utilize that gadget properly. Arceus now looking to be taking control of the larger tower on the north side of the map, and we're going to be seeing probably a freezer take, seeming as everything's set up on this south side of the map.
Quill's positioning himself on the freezer stairs, which is a very powerful position for him to play in that shotgun. The first gas canister goes out. That was a bit too early, too preemptive. But he's set up behind a Goyo shield, and if it gets taken out, he could die to his own teammate's utility.
Yeah,
Ironide,
second canister now. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, no, that was definitely not what you wanted to see from that smoke there. Not sure what was happening there. They took him out very easily now. 2 minutes left on the clock, and the smoke's gone, and all they have to say for it is a little bit of HP taken out on a Buck. And that doesn't really matter, because Buck still has a great gun in hand, still can have a massive impact in this round, and they still have so much time to do all of it. But Zell taken out by JJ. There it is, first frag for him. And Corsair onto the Buck. They can still make it work. They still have the Thatcher and the Thermite and Ionite with that answer back, putting it into a 3-on-3 level playing field now. As I say, that Vixie picks up Ionite. It's just the Thermite and the IQ. They got the manpower to win this round and the time. They just got to play this a little bit slower.
what a shot from Higgs taking out Ironide, but he positioned himself in Harry Potter. Goes down to about 1 HP, I believe that's from Fred and Arceus. Great positioning from them. He's pushed back into construction, and Fred is able to get Kixie. Was previously very lit up. Arceus with his own onto JJ, and now it's a 2v1.
So the plant's going
Suddenly
good as well.
MJ is on the back foot, and he has to stop this diffuser. Diffuser plant and get 2 kills while at it.
1 versus 1 now, MJ versus Arceus. They both have such good guns in hand, and the HP seems to be equal. MJ looking for the flank, there it is! The round going for VG. No, sorry, ADG. Great play, MJ. Very well played. No mistakes at the end. Arceus just picked the wrong side.
Disabled by defenders.
Potato,
Bomb
he
defusing
picked the
attempt
wrong
failed.
one.
Defenders win.
ADG put 2 on the board now. This map is these two sides are somewhat defender-sided, very expected to win on these sites, to say the least. So VG at least have that one round to show for. So they are still very in this game right now. And it just looks like they're going to be running the exact same thing again. Yep. And then last one's going to be maybe Twitch again? No, it's going back onto the Ash. Okay. Kitchen dining. Oof. Now's where we get into the shaky sites. Doesn't mean you can't win on them. They're just slightly worse than slightly harder to defend than the other sites on this map.
Slightly harder indeed, but the mirror being brought out by JJ might assist them a little bit. They're able to put some watching the small tower and
Attackers need to locate
maybe
and
one
defuse
watching
as many
security, I
bombs
don't
as they
know.
can.
We'll see how JJ utilizes those mirror windows to his advantage. Now, on that last round, I feel like
Bombs
Vanguard
located by attackers.
failed before they even started the attack because they were all funneling in through freezer and they were just getting picked off one after another after another. Now, of course, they were able to get some picks and to get some trades back so that the man count didn't go too far into the favor of ADG. But having essentially no presence in construction and
10 seconds
none
to
on
go.
the big tower stairs except for Azias, who came in very late,
5 seconds left.
I feel was their undoing in that round because the defenders were able to just sit pretty and hold
Attackers are
angles.
heading
For
out to defuse the
example,
bomb.
we saw Kixi, who was playing the Goyo last time. He was by the pillar and he got a beautiful flick shot, onto Ironide, who was in the freezer.
It was a great shot. We're seeing a mirror being placed upstairs watching into attic from dorms though. That's a interesting mirror. It's a good idea though, I like that. And this, both mirrors in kids dorms. Okay, so they really don't want anyone top floor. That is a big thing on this map, on this site, sorry. You don't want to give up that top floor control because the second you give it up, it's definitely gonna be marginally harder. And the wall already open. Look at that, into the A bomb site. That is, again, what's happening there, ADG? You've got to keep those walls closed. Doesn't look like they're trying to keep it closed at all, though. And they've already got lockers control. They can just go for a plant right now. Nothing's happening to watch this. No. ADG just don't have that presence. The plant's going down. They have the crossfire as well. Of course, they can't do anything. It plant's down 5 versus 5. But
Attackers are
Ironide,
activating
even
the
5
bomb.
versus 4, this is not looking good for VG this round. And there's 5 versus 3, yeah, this round's as good as over. Very well played VG, they saw the weakness and they took advantage of it. 1 versus 5, what can MJ do here? He has that SMG 11 in hand, but picks up 1. That's a start, but doesn't matter, it gets taken out by Cafe.
Wow.
Wow.
What a round. Huh?
What a round. Oof, okay. What happened there?
As you said, ADG weren't denying that wall, the dining wall into the small tower, and the thermite, who's Fred, was able to open it up for free. I didn't hear a single a single EMP being used to help him. So he was able to just open the wall, troll into sight. Azias was just walking into bathrooms. There was absolutely no map control from ADG being put on that side of the map. I think they had anticipated an upstairs take. As you mentioned, upstairs control on that side is very important. And they were maybe expecting someone to come from attic or to be
Attackers
going
need
through
to
the big
locate
window,
and
given
defuse
how they had
bombs.
set up the mirror windows. But that was a good read from Vanguard to just say, hey guys, the site is clear, we can hold the crossfires, the cross angles. We can go for a cheeky plant, and they were able to get it down in, I think,
Attackers have located
only a
the bomb.
minute spent. So we'll see Quills this time, whether those mute jammers will help deny that wall or whether it's going to be another rush this time.
Choose to take dining kitchen over top floor, and it looks just to be the exact same
10
setup.
seconds remaining.
Hopefully they have a bit of an answer, because last round was just a steamroll from
5 seconds
from
left. before
VG.
insertion.
Very well played to them. They saw the weakness, they exposed it. It does look like Corsair's going to be playing that one
Attackers are moving
by
to
that
defuse the
pixel
bomb.
angle, and that's already much better than last round, because last round they had nothing there. And yeah, I like you said, I don't think there was a single EMP being thrown out by that Thatcher, because they just strolled in, took control of that whole west side of the map, and just Yeah, you can't play too many roamers, because the second you have too many roamers, it's super easy to take site. And they didn't even need to get a pick to plant. It was just a 5-on-5 wild plants going down. We're seeing a lot more presence though on this dining side of the map though. Arzius inside of lockers though already. That's good intel for them. That's stopping rotations. If you can open up that castle on that dining door, then it's also really good. We're seeing the mute playing inside of security though, so there is at least that. But yet again, ADG just doesn't look like they have that map control. Again, they're playing the 2 upstairs, 3 downstairs, but it's just... We'll see what they can do with it. EMP comes out. MJ taking some damage, not too sure from where though.
It appears that Vanguard are setting themselves up to just bully their way inside, given that they have 4 bodies on that southwest side of the map. And the wall from Showers gets opened. Arzius is speaking. He might get MJ, or he might get shot in the back of the head if he's not careful. He turns away and he gets punished for it. A trade comes out, a smoke grenade, the walls are opening. It's just chaos right now with 1 minute and 20 or so seconds left.
MJ finally shut down, but he got 2 frags. That was not well played there from VG. They should have taken out that smoke much faster. They should have had those drones on him. But the plant does look like it's going to go down. Fred is indeed planting. JJ could stop if he swings right now. There's probably presence at the back. Doesn't matter. AJ. Yep, there's the swing. Just to... And Fred gets the kill. And it's all on Kixie now. Whoa, okay. The UMP, yeah. Worst gun in the game, quote-unquote Canadian. But, that was very... Well played by Fred getting that kill. He was still stuck in plant when JJ swung. It's very, very unlucky. Missing shots. Can't be doing that right now though. Kixie, sorry, gonna be pushing through that lockers. Fred gonna be contesting it. Couple shots landing, but he doesn't have much time. About 5 seconds before he has to be defusing this now. This is a
this
VG
looks
round.
like a VG round.
It is. Yeah, there it is. Cyanide picking him up. Again, that's not... I don't know why they didn't play upstairs. They had the option to. Good shot from Cyanide. Missing a couple, but in the end, it gets the job done. Oof. Just no presence on that west side of the map. Like there was, but it's just cleaned out so quickly. ADG is just letting VG take, like you said, bully them almost. Take control so quickly. It's not good. Not good at all.
So ADG this round will be going to that kid's dorms. The kitchen hasn't been working for them the last 2 times they've tried going there.
Let's see
Now,
what
I
they
would
can
have
do.
loved to see a setup in that lockers, that shower area that Arzius kept on taking. For example, where you can
Defenders,
have
protect your bombs from being defused by
one of the
attackers.
walls reinforced, another one left soft, a Maestro playing in there with 2 ADSs, and that can really slow down the push that's coming from the small tower and that lockers shower hallway.
Bomb
But
located
none
by
of that will be
attackers.
brought out as we're on the last defending half of
Attackers have
ADG.
located a
They
bomb.
go
decide
for
to go
another.
back to the kids' dorms. They were successful here once, but that I feel was because of them adapting to VG and not them
10 seconds
being
left.
the better team on this specific site. So
5 seconds left before insertion.
I'm kind of hoping it goes in the way of ADG,
Attackers' objective is
but I
to
don't
defuse the
know
bomb.
whether that will be the case, as they bring almost the exact same setup as last time, the last 2 times they were here.
It is. It's the exact same setup again. Yeah, they need this round. The 4-2 half defending is not great, especially on Oregon. It is a good map for the defenders, definitely, but there are other maps that are better for defender, but that doesn't... Most maps in this game are defender-sided, just because you don't have to do much. The attackers have to push you on every map. So we'll see what's happening now. This time it looks like it's going to be a games take, as Fred is positioned on that master bedroom balcony. And Zol has that armory control. Cafe looks to go below, and Cyanide up there as well now. Fred in masters. They get control so quickly. No,
Yeah,
Night
but
Fear-
Fred is playing what I would consider dangerous angle as he's the thermite and he hasn't got any walls open yet. So if he goes down, that's it. However, that was a good read from JJ rotating from Attic, and now he's seated in games, ready to bandage trick. See the first PMP coming out.
Let's see
We'll
the
take
damage.
that
Right,
hit.
it is correct, but he's taking it. Fred takes a little bit of damage. That doesn't matter though. The charges are still there. He still has 2. JJ up against Fred and I. Let's see who wins. Oh, he picks the wrong wall though. He gets it.
Look at this.
He does all perfect.
Look at this. There were 4 players who were trying to get that wall open. Zell and Azius, who just died, were downstairs in that classroom side, trying to either nade or use the IQ scanner to get that wall open. And the Thermite was there with a Thatcher trying to get that same wall open, but they weren't able to. Apparently, too much time, manpower, and utility expended and nothing to show for it, except for 2 dead teammates.
Very well played from Corsair. They're seeing that there's 2 below, and they didn't have any setup to watch for him. They were just concentrating on that wall, and it looks like Fred and Ironite still going for the wall. I don't know what's happening there. Cafe going from below now, at least, but he's taking some return fire. It doesn't matter. Corsair there again. They just don't learn. You need to keep watching that. Corsair, another frag. He's on for the ace. Come on, we want to see it. Fred now positioned to 1 versus 5. Like we said, ADG, and there's the ace.
He got the ace!
Round.
Oh my! Oh my
Great.
word!
Amazing play there from Corsair. Oof. Great shot as well. SMG-11, he's wielding that like a true king. Well played there, Corsair. 3-3 half? That's okay. Not good, not bad. In the end. But that was a much more convincing round from ADG, finally setting in. But that was their last defense round. Now we switch things up and see what VG can do. It looks also bringing the mirror, the mute, but no am I. It's the Jaeger instead, and the Doc as well. Velk. So same idea, but let's see how they play it. Nomad, Thermite, Zof, Ash, Thatcher. They're going to be going for the wall, but they also have that flank watch. Like we said, you have to bring that flank watch, even if it
Attackers need to
isn't an
locate
operator,
and
just a
defuse
drone,
bomb.
because Corsair was just able to like single-handedly win that round, but he won it in the first 2 frags. Like, you have to have that flank watch. Without that, you saw what happens. Too easy.
Yeah, I completely agree, and that last round was interesting to say the least. Big props, I should say, to Corsair, who was able to get an ace, but I feel like as much as we have to give credit to him, we have to criticize Vanguard as well,
10 seconds
because after the first person, okay, so the first 2 people were killed
5
within
seconds
very
remaining.
quick succession of each other, right? So there was a shotgun, and then the SMG-11 got Zell
Attackers'
and
objective is to locate a bomb
Arzeus.
and defuse it.
Yes.
Now,
that's correct.
after 2 people died, they should have made the call. Hey guys, there's a mute roaming downstairs, so you should probably be careful if you're going to try and challenge this wall from this classroom. I'm not sure whether the call was made or whether it was just an oversight on the part of Cafe, thinking, oh, he's got 2 kills, there's no way he's still roaming down here, right? And then he went and tried to get the wall open, and then died to Corsair yet again. So ADG didn't win on Kids Doms convincingly, except for that last round, and you can't leave rounds onto the shoulders of just 1 player.
Yeah, you can't leave rounds on them for a miracle. That's what happened last round. It was a miracle. Very well played from Corsair though. It was very, and here comes the wall already. Look at that. None of these teams contesting these walls. The drone coming out as well. Skips. They I don't think they saw Ironite though.
I
And
don't
Fred?
think so. They might have spotted Fred, but
Yeah, there it is. Doesn't matter.
well,
Ironite falls.
I think he was senior. Either they saw him or they had him, because he threw out a nitro cell. They weren't able to get anything except a little bit of damage onto Quills. Corsair and Fred trade some HP, but Fred will be able to get it right back up as he spins himself, goes for the peak, gets 1 but gets traded back. 3v4. Man count definitely in the favor of ADG. The clock in the favor of Vanguard.
Yeah, look, Roma's already back in sight. Well played there on Zell. He's back. He's playing trophy now. That's a good position to have right now. But MJ gonna get that drone. Zell gonna be droned out there because they know his position. They know at least 2 of these players. Aussies, okay, they know all 3. And MJ though gets picked up by Zell. 3 on 3 now.
Oh my gosh. I think what happened is Quills didn't drone out Zell, who was just kind of hiding in that corner, because they saw Zell watching the drone go by, and I don't think it spotted him, but it doesn't matter anymore. JJ is able to get a kill onto him. Oh, from a long angle all the way
Great
from
shot from
Brom's
JJ.
window. Yeah, and right now it's looking like they'll just push the way through the attic side into Kids' dorms, and there we have it. The rappel from JJ. And the last kill from Kixie.
Very well played.
AllyDogs won that very convincingly.
That was looking pretty shaky in the beginning, but they good shot from Vixie there. But that was Kixie, sorry. Very great round there from ADG. Much more convincing than yeah, the attackers. This is an attackers game right now. That was very well played. We see Corsair top frag for his team and Ionide for his. So see what happens around that.
I feel like I should mention Ionide was playing the AR-33 exclusively when he was on Thatcher. Not sure why he chose that specific weapon instead of the L85, which has a larger magazine and I think a little bit lower recoil.
Could be the reason for the angled grip. I mean, I know the
Attackers
LA
need to
doesn't have
locate
the
and
angles,
defuse
so
as
maybe it
many
was that,
bombs as
but
they can.
doesn't matter. He made it work. That's all that matters, I guess. I mean,
For sure.
Attackers have located a
see
bomb.
Red and Zell on those 3 kills, and JJ also on 3. Those are the bottom frags right now. But JJ has had those impactful kills. Getting those frags doesn't matter.
MJ stepping up as well. 6 in 4.
MJ on that smoke when they were playing Dining as well. It's very well
10
played,
seconds
just
left.
the team wasn't able to help him out. He should have been dead way earlier downstairs,
seconds
but
left
he
before
did in the end manage to pick up 2 frags before he was taken out. But that
Attackers' objective
didn't seem
is
to matter
defuse
as
the bomb.
VG just swept that round from under their feet. Seeing Corsair on the gridlock now. That's more flank watch. That's very good. ADG knowing that they have to watch their flank. Ironically, Corsair is the one to be doing the flank watch after he was the one that got that amazing flank that presented him the ace.
And I think I'd like to see a little bit of better droning from ADG, as last time I think they lost 2 players, if not 1, and a lot of HP due to poor droning. And it appears the setup take from this main lobby area. Definitely not the norm. I'm used to seeing people taking from the big tower side, and maybe from the small tower, as one of the bomb sites is in kitchen.
We'll see how it goes though. Corsair 2 tracks, no more tracks, used all of his tracks now. Just cancelling out both the stairs. That doesn't matter. Arceus, good shot onto Corsair. He did at least get the tracks down, so that's the bare minimum he could have done.
Yeah, but Corsair being down means that they've lost all the smokes they had on the attacking lineup, which means that flanking will be a bit more difficult.
MJ picking up that refrag though onto Zell, but losing a lot of HP in the meantime. Arceus just trying to... Not sure what... Did Thermite... Yeah, Thermite got that wall open, it didn't open.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking it's a spectator bug.
Yeah, I
but,
also thought. Huh. Ash had to open that up and... A little bit of damage traded between Arceus and JJ, but there it is, Fred with that frag onto MJ. And the HP on the attack is just not looking good right now. Nitro Cell out, that's one less to worry about. They still, that's all the Nitro Cells gone. You can see Cafe still has both of his reinforcements though, that's a... Huh. Okay.
Interesting.
Bomb has been located.
Quills will get Fred, who was the castle, but he will be downed and taken out by Ionide,
Drop the bomb
who
diffuser.
was on the flank from the freezer.
These teams
Aziz gets his own into JJ and it's just kicks he left.
1 versus 3, 30 seconds. Not much HP. He is a good player, but let's see. Let's see if he can win this one. The smokes come out to classroom. Second one there, that's the one that you wanted to be put down. 15 seconds. There's not much he can do.
Yeah, and especially the diffuser being on site is a VG round.
These teams 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. I think if I'm not mistaken, no teams have won more than 1 round in a row. Yeah, I think it's just been trades. Just 1 1 1 1 1. We'll see if we get taken into overtime. But right now, laundry supply. There we go. A good sight. There we go.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Vanguard won the first round, and then the 2 that followed went to AllyDogs, and then the 2 that followed went to Vanguard, and then the 2 that followed went into AllyDogs. So it's just a back and forth between these teams, and we're tied up on round number 9. 4-4 on the scoreboard.
These teams both very capable, and they're proving it here. 4-4, no team getting the better of the other. I'd say that both teams have made quite a few mistakes, but the other team is either missing the mistakes or just they're not seeing the mistakes. We're going to be seeing probably the smoke being played inside of the construction blue area, and then he's probably going to be keeping that one reinforcement on the floor. It's just very regular thing to do. Mira's played every round so far. Well, she played last round, actually.
10 seconds to go.
No, I don't think so.
I think that's the first round that she wasn't played, but other than that, she's been utilized very much so. As we get into the action phase, we'll see what happens here downstairs. No spawning out main, so it looks like it's probably just going to be all of them by Junkyard though. So we're going to be seeing probably another freezer push. It worked very well for VG. Let's see if ADG... It didn't work very well actually, if I'm mistaken. It was a good attempt, but MJ was able to pick up the round for his team there on that Jaeger. You see, the I are going to be playing the freezer, but not going to be contesting it that hard. We're going to be seeing 3 drones now. A troop of drones coming in. Freezer is left alone. Just a barricade. Nothing else. So once ADG realizes, they're going to be taking full advantage of that, getting into freezer as soon as possible.
Cyanide and Corsair are both 1 kill apiece away from breaking double digits in this game. I should say in this match. And you called it perfectly. They're going for full freezer take as we have 3 bodies and a drone. Make that 2 positioned to go down the freezer stairs. And they just advance without too much competition except from Cyanide. Decides to peek it.
Wait,
they give him anything.
Oh, okay, I was very confused. It looked like he was on the wall.
Now I'm confused. Who triggered that air jab?
Yeah. Seen a couple of glitches coming out so far, but okay, Ionide's still contesting freezer. Nothing different. He finally falls back. Finally lost it, but very well played. 1 minute 15 seconds. Ionide did a little bit of damage to Dixie. Very well played from him. Nothing else I can say.
I was going to say how they had reinforced both those walls going into freezer and how that was going to work against the defense. Seems to be working in their favors. Now they're 3-on-2.
45 seconds left. Still that AK on that Nomad. Very good gun if used correctly. But and Corsair looks like he can use it correctly. He is the top fragger on the team. Thatcher peeks out. And the UMP just not great, but Corsair with a double! And it's Quills now. Up against Cafe. Mira versus Thatcher, supporting ops. Let's see, who's the better support here? Who has that fragging power? Plant going to be going down. The Nitro
C4 denied though.
No C4. Oh, great contest from Cafe.
Defenders have eyes on the diffuser. Attackers need to protect
That's
it.
5-4 VG. We've seen the downstairs rounds have been, these basement rounds have been the best rounds.
Bomb diffuser disabled by defenders.
Oof, great. How's everyone doing in
Defenders
chat, by
win.
the way? How are you guys at home?
Wow. I mean, wow.
The 11 of you watching these two teams battle it out on this warfield. How's it? How's life? Frost? Is that? Are they? Yeah, they are just teasing it. Okay, into the castle. I was about to say. Oh no, low am I? Smoke, oh my! He's going through all of them. Okay, it's smoke, smoke and Capital. Ash onto Capital. Okay. An entry onto a support.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I think as these rounds progress, what's becoming exceedingly clear to me is that each of these players individually have incredible gun skill and they're incredibly talented at winning the gunfight. Because at the end there, it was a 3v2, and then Cafe was able to get 2 kills, bringing it to a 3v1, and then his 2 teammates got killed, so it became a 1v1, and he was able to win it out against the Thatcher, I believe?
Yeah, it was the Thatcher indeed. Thatcher that was being played by Quiz.
10 seconds to go.
So congratulations to him.
Yeah, all these
During
great
that round.
Seconds left.
when most needed.
During that round for VG, I honestly thought that round would go in ADG's favor because they had the diffuser down, and it was being planted in a default spot. So I would expect the call to go out, hey guys, he's planting. And I would think the nitro cell would get thrown over those cabinets in that supply room and land right in the default spot, but we didn't see that happening. So big props to Cafe for bringing that round back from the brink.
All 5 players positioned on this master bedroom. Of course, they first one in. Yeah, look at them. All of them just swarming this this part of the map. We're going to be seeing the war. There is no bandit being played. There is a bandit being played, but not near the walls. Bandit is on their own. He's in the lobby. The nitro though, there's a nitro not going to be connecting anything though. Oh, it got the it got perfect timing. That was amazing.
That was perfect timing, but he won't be able to repeat that as they know he's downstairs and he's lost his nitro cell. So this wall should be getting open for free as we know he's not going to be bandit tricking it. Air jab gets Arzius, Corsair picks it but it's a bit too late as he's able to retreat back into safety. Ames wall gets open and Arzius decides to pick it. Not sure whether that's a wise decision. He will be shielded behind that shield and behind that wall. Nitro cell from Ironite goes out. Will it be detonated mid-air?
I think it got shot down by Quills. Just a bunch of util being dumped now. Still 5 on 5. It's just a little bit of damage onto the bandits. But both of these teams just not sure. Oh, Arzius though taking a lot of damage there on a very unnecessary peak. They all know where he is right now, so it does look like he's going to be going down in a second. There it is, the Capital. 5 supposed to be down. Plant also should be coming down in a second, and it is. Default plant from Thatcher. 3 versus 5 as Corte the gap, and 2 TK Homzel the Nitro, so oh no. Fred from below just unable to collect any of the shots. He's probably going to be taken out in a second. This is a ADG round. There it is. Fred falls. It's just there. They know where he is.
He's in a 1v5 with about 20 seconds left. It's not impossible, but MJ makes sure it's definitely not possible this round as he shuts him down. Para 308 doing a lot of damage.
Damn, these teams, 5-5. Sometimes it's just a landslide from the one, sometimes it's just a landslide from the other. And some of them are super close, but yeah, this is a great game so far, 5-5. As we move on to round 11. Meeting and Kitchen coming out from the defenders now. and just I think the same ops being played from the attackers. No 6-pick from the attackers, but the defenders go for the smoke instead of the Legion. I like that. But the thing is that smoke last round, he just wasn't able to do much. The plant went
Defenders,
down really
protect your
quickly.
bombs from being
I think
defused
he
by
used like
attackers.
2, but that was post plant. So you gotta be using those to stop the plant.
Yeah, I mean 5-5. We love to see it. We love to see a very close and tight competition between two very evenly matched teams. And I think that's what VG and ADG are bringing for us tonight. MJ, I have to congratulate him on that last round, because when they knew exactly where Asius the Jaeger was, he tossed a firebolt directly at his feet and got him
10
essentially
seconds
an
left before
easy free
insertion.
kill. But that was only possible because there wasn't a Jaeger on board. Sorry, a Wamai on board. Yeah.
Attackers
Yeah,
objective
Zell
is to
looking to have a
locate
tough
bomb
game
and
though.
defuse it.
3 for 9 right now. And JJ 3 for 7. But everyone has those games. But there is Corsair and MJ both on the double digits for ADG, and there is Ionide and Cafe for VG. More frags on the side of ADG with that 10, 3, 12, 6, and 7, and on VG it's 5, 3, 7, 8, and 10. Just back onto that flank watch operator. He does indeed like those ops. Nomad, such a great op with such a great gun as well, and the flash is just for more util. Very well-rounded operator.
When you say great gun, are you referring to the AK-74 or the ARX?
Honestly, I think both of them are really good. I like both of them. I prefer the AK just because of its haha gungo brr ability.
Personally, I have a preference for the ARX because I feel like it hits a little bit harder. But the smaller magazine size is obviously a downside you have to consider. Now, it appears that these attackers of ADG will be pushing heavily from this big tower attic side, dumping a lot of utility in there, getting the wall open. Ionide takes a lot of shots from above. He's put down to about 20 or so HP. Now, Zell and Fred, of course, will be here to contest. Of course, if he's not careful, he's able to win the gunfight against Fred, but he's stripped out immediately by Zell.
Oh, it's a great wallbang shot from Zell, and he picks up all. Great play from Zell. He does indeed get taken out, but not after finishing off Corsair and picking up Vixie. Kixie. I'm so sorry, Kixie, if you're watching this. I've butchered your name so many times. But 1 minute on the clock, and the pressure on side is being put down. So Nest's coming out now. That's how we want to see the smoke being played.
Wow, beautiful positioning from Quill to get the shot onto Ionide, who was very low. He would have died to about anything, and I was about to call that it's a 3v2. Well, now it for sure is. Quill about to get the last castle barricade open, and I like this adaptation, them charging in from the big tower from the attic side. And the smokes go down as well as plant. We'll see if it will be successful. Whether there'll be any smoke grenade left. There is indeed one, and it just ticks away at Quill's health, but not before he gets the diffuser down. It's a 2v2, MJ and JJ.
Great post plants as well from
Similar sounding names will position themselves towards that diffuser. One above, one in the meeting hallway. He gets an easy kill onto Cafe, but now it's just Arceus left.
Arceus on a smoke.
Attackers need to protect the diffuser. Position
MJ
compromised.
knows where... They know it. No, they don't know where he is. They don't know he's right below them. Also, there is indeed a second map after this. JJ picks him up. ADG. These teams cannot catch a break. 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. There's that charm that we all like to see. G2. Let's go. Nice black ice as well. Yeah. There is 2 maps. The second map is I'll check now.
It's Villa.
Villa, okay. It is Villa.
None of these teams seemingly able to shake off the other one.
Match point though. So here it is. Match point for ADG. We'll see if we can if they can close it out now, or if we're going to overtime. Ella, finally. There's the best operator in the game.
It's debatable, of course.
Very debatable. Ella, born in that same place my mother was.
Attackers need to
Polish
locate
mom's
and
not
defuse
scary.
as many bombs as they can.
Well, the more you know. So that last round, I really liked the adaptation that Vanguard brought, because the previous time the attacking meeting, they tried to go in through that main lobby area and it didn't work out for them because of the flanks that were coming from the freezer and the security side. And this time they decided instead to push in from the big tower, from the attic. Now they lost a lot of manpower while doing so, but they were able to open all the angles and to get rid of all the utility they needed to
5 seconds left
in order
before
to execute
insertion.
on site. So
It was-
great read from them.
Attackers are heading
It was
out to
very
defuse a
well
bomb.
played, well adapted from them, and that did put them on match point as we get into what could be the final round of Oregon. And another freezer push looks like. Again, every defense has a 100% win rate on this site right now. So and the attacks have all been from freezer. I don't know why they aren't changing it up a little bit, but that is their call, not mine. So we'll have to see what's happening here.
I believe Cafe has put a mirror window watching into freezer, so that's going to make Vanguard's work a little bit more difficult this time. Now, the last time they did a freezer push, it was rather finicky, as they just kept on losing bodies in that freezer. But we'll see what adaptations they bring this time. Kixie decides to take control of security as well as JJ to get that hatch open. Should make the work a bit easier.
Same as last time, getting that hatch open first thing, and then probably the wall. The hatch-
Ahmed is holding a very tight angle onto this hatch. We'll see whether he gets punished for it. See one of his magnets doing its thing. More utility will be dumped just to get rid of those magnets and those bigger EDSs in the freezer.
Cyanide, very capable with his gun skill. Let's just see if he can put it to use here. Still just playing on this mirror, still contesting this position. And it looks like the attackers are falling off and looking like they're going to be going for a whole take. And there it is. As Zell gets the frag, but instantly refragged from Kixie. The Polish girls going at it there.
A little bit of sibling rivalry.
That is correct.
Now, I like that ADG have decided to rotate once they saw that they can't deal with that shield, they can't deal with that Yuga, the Wamai magnet, and as well as the mirror window that are watching freezer next to it.
Very well played on their end. Kixie is still going to be playing on that hatch though, but it is Ionide to pick up the frag, and Arceus 4 versus 2, Quills and Kixie. We've been in this situation way too many times in this site. There it is, Kixie with the first. Taking some damage on return, and it looks like Quills almost about to fall. There it is, 1 versus 3. Kixie. Win the map right here. Good frag, but it's very well read there. Very good communication there as Fred with that instant refrag. And overtime. First map overtime. Let's get into it. Round 13. VG will be on defense here. Let's see what's happening. Laundry supply. There we go. Still that 100% win rate on defense. 3 out of 3, and Cafe just playing that mirror like his life depends on it. He does.
Yeah, I commended ADG for rotating the attack to instead come from the main stairs side, but while they were doing it, they had about a minute left. So, I mean, props to them, but also I feel like the time management on the
Protect your
attacks has
bombs
been a
from
little
being
bit
defused
lacking.
by attackers.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Both teams not being able to. That's one thing you can't kill the time. That's no matter how good your gun skill is, you're not being able to kill that. So You gotta be faster than that. Cafe, still just with that same mirror, hatch being reinforced, just gonna look like the exact same defense. I mean, it worked, why not go at it again? You know?
Yeah, and the only changes they're making, I think, are switching Zell onto the dock instead of the Ella.
Yes.
Now, it's a good read
10
from
seconds
AJ to bring the Hibana, as they've noticed that mirror window in the freezer will be
5
giving them
seconds to
a really difficult time. So being able to just shoot your
Attackers are moving
X-Tyros
out to
from
locate a bomb and defuse
safety,
it.
get rid of the mirror window, should enable the freezer push to be a bit easier this time. But as we saw last round, Ironite was really holding on to it. Probably be looking to do the same thing this round.
Just like to say, it's definitely been a gift for the attackers to have the Thatcher. Arceus trying to go for a peek, but he falls right back as he takes a lot of damage from Quills. Quills just taking about 24, but the Doc, that's what he's useful for. Arceus, there it is. Shield goes down. That Quills could have gotten the kill there, but Ironide. These teams are just back and forth right now. And Ironite, there it is. Great shot from JJ, so
Bomb
far
located
back.
by attackers.
Amazing. JJ hasn't had many frags, but he's had some really good frags on this Thermite. 8 assists though. He's been... And Cafe falls now. Could we be seeing the first attacking round? This is how strong construction push is. See, that wall is not going to be able to be reinforced now, so if you get... They don't have smokes though, that's the one thing. 3 versus 4 as Arceus gets that one frag onto Corsair. That's the Nomad off the board and just more gunfire being traded, but 2 versus 4 as Kixie gets his double. That's the Doc off the board, Fred taking some damage, Arceus getting... That's it, that's Kixie. That's how strong the Nomad is, Kixie. Great.
Wow. Wow.
That was okay, buddy. That was a good shot. That was a very good shot. Somebody
was
clip that.
That was our quickest round tonight, I think, as well.
I think that has the attackers definitely saw that. Hey, maybe we should go for blue. They went for blue, and look how that worked. Very well. We'll see if VG can one up them on that one, because that was a very great attacking round, and they're going to have to if they want to try and win this this map. I'm not sure if it's possible to win. There's overtime, so definitely no ties.
Now that I look back at it, I'm wondering why the attackers never once decided to push from construction, given how convincingly ADG just won that last round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
They did very well on attack.
I was saying how MJ bringing the Hibana would be very, very impactful in assisting them do a freezer take, but they decided to ignore freezer entirely, and the whole team was just pushing in for construction.
Which is very well. Well adapted. They saw that that freezer is just not working, and Hibana could have been the answer, but they decided to go for construction. Now it's definitely the right call there from ADG.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Mirror, such a great operator.
5 seconds left.
It's basically just free wall hacks.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So good, you can just line up your shot and just pop heads.
It's no surprise she's the most banned defender.
I think you're right, that is the most banned defender with a 50% ban rate, I think. And Thatcher as well also, I think, was a... I don't think she has a 50, but I know Thatcher has like a 50% ban rate. He's just basically... He's gone most times, so... Weird to see him now, especially in a different environment other than ranked, so... We'll see how this goes. I think he can work on every attack. Oh, great.
Ooh.
Great stuff from JJ. Are they gonna have something to answer that though? They need to play someone below now.
They do, but as you can see, the hatch has been opened, and I believe Kixie will be positioning himself to watch it to get anyone trying to go into meeting. Now, Arceus is droning it out, so I'm pretty sure they're aware of this. And I believe the right move to be made here would be to rotate to games, but no, Cafe just decides to barge on in. Pixie versus Cafe, who goes out on top. Turns out it's Argus who is supporting Cafe, who's taking so much damage, but doesn't matter, the article still
Corsair
isn't
just ran up
open.
the stairs. Corsair ran up the stairs, got the thing, and he just got out.
Oh my god.
And he gets the frag. Oh, you can't do that.
Is that what happened? I thought the bandit was able to get it before he ran away.
And Corsair just ran up the stairs. He's still alive, finally being taken out. But oh no, that's a blunder. That's a mistake and a half. Well done, Corsair.
At what cost?
At what cost?
Now that means the thermite is out of exothermic charges, which means if Vanguard have no means of opening any hard reinforcements, they might need to. So at this point, they'll just have to funnel themselves in through the doorways, and all that ADG have to do is hold angles.
But it doesn't look like Corsair's going to have that impact needed on this round. He did so well, but it's all down to Quills now. Quills to keep ADG fighting for this win right here, right now. He can do it, 1v3, he has the health, and if you see, but as I say this, Cafe and Fred very low on HP though, and Cafe just keep pushing in, nothing yet, 45 seconds. Ah, good shot from Cafe, a little bit of a flick I think. Quills falls, and looks like we're going to OT match point. Good shot, well played. Yeah, these teams are very, very equal in power. Overtime match point, and it's VG on defense.
We are taking it all the way to the 15th round.
First time casting. Let's do this.
Well, we'll see. We'll see who comes out on top.
We will indeed. This is the round that decides. In 3 minutes, we will know the victor. I lied. No, 3 minutes and 4 minutes, basically. Just that mirror, so impactful if used correctly. But last round, I can't believe Corsair did that. That was great.
Some big brain play, if I do say so.
I'm seeing basements now. Definitely the best site with the highest win rate right now in this game. So we'll see if they can close it out. Cafe on that mirror yet again. And we see 3 players on double digits from VG, and Corsair almost at 15. So Kixie as well. Look at that, 14-14 and MJ on 11.
Absolutely insane. It tells me that ADG are winning their gunfights more than Vanguard are.
5 seconds remaining.
However, Vanguards aren't any slouches, as they have Arceus on 11, Cafe on 10, Ironide on 11.
Bliss is higher. I am not right now. Definitely not. Thank you for that input, Sly. Sly is one of my teammates. Great guy, Sly. Sly. Oh, Arceus taking out Kixie. That's great. That's one of the fraggers, very influential off the board now. That's also quite a bit of utility down. Legion just situated, droned out though. He's just, don't know why he's not shooting the drone yet. Yeah, he's just rotating. He's out. They're gonna try flush him out, take him into the damage. Hello, sorry. He's in armory. He's on the armory stairs. He's gone. Zoom. No, sorry, that was cost. He's still contesting that. See some real speed. Corsair taking some damage though. This round is looking,
A bomb has been located.
shaping up to be one for VG, but will it be like that? These teams, you never know. With Corsair doing such brave things, to say the least. Ironide going to be contesting it though. Put some damage onto JJ, but he does receive some himself. Flashbang out.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Nothing there.
So ADG will be coming in from the construction, big tower side this time, but Vanguard haven't given them that
Attackers recovered the
early
bomb.
map control that they gave them the last time they were defending this. Corsair gets one on Fred, so we're even 4v4. About a minute left, and still quite a lot of utility to burn through. The wall gets opened up as well as the castle barricade very soon, I believe. As they're still playing on that little 90 corner on construction in blue, we'll be able to get an angle onto the stairs. Besides
they
all
have
back.
decide now. Arceus still in that that little could be a very influential spot right now actually. But Corsair, there it is. Corsair just 16 for 12. He is fragging out this game. 40 seconds though. This looked like a VG round, but it could very well be an ADG round right now. 2 versus 4. Cafe and Arceus to hold it down for the win here. Arceus still in blue, Cafe in that small laundry storage room, and MJ looks to go for that default plant. Quill's covering and JJ watching the hallway. The plant does go down. Corsair taken out by Cafe.
2 seconds to go.
Cafe as well.
Activating
Cafe with that second down. But it's all onto Arceus. Do they know where he is? He gets the frag. They do know now though. JJ gonna be peeking it. He takes a bit of damage though. Gonna go for the reload. Quill's playing a very close angle, and the Quill's getting the kill. Oh, Arceus great! Oh, but it is the JJ finished.
Oh my gosh!
GG's. Oh, that was almost very well done. He just got stuck on the wall. Unlucky, and GG's. We will be going to an intermission now, and we will be back shortly. Thanks for the first game.
Choppers, better cook those wrists, cool, but on my fists we fire starters, one out of a million will reach those heights. Always get a feeling that I won't deny that work, never could toss. Look at my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
We are the apocalypse, and a pill that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, the night won't scare us falling. So rise up. I'm too great to be landed. Rise up. We're too great to be standing.
They never gonna stop us, fly by them like choppers, better cook those wrists, cool, but on my fists we fire starters. Let's go, one out of a million will reach those heights. Always get a feeling that I won't deny that work, never could toss. Look at my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise.
If we are one grain of sand in the middle of the ocean, can you try to understand how a touch can cause explosions? Eyes up, eyes too great to be landed. Eyes up, we're too great to be standing.
They ain't never gonna stop us, flying at 'em like choppers, better took those risks, cold blood in my fists, we fire starters, one out of a million will reach those heights, always got a feeling that I won't deny that work, never could toss, look at my eyes, I'm on the rock skies. Rise, cutting my size, trying to make sense of it all comprised. In these skies, never stuck down, feeling paralyzed, but I'm up now, we all too late to fall. Yeah, anyone to come in, I'ma lift them all. Never look down when there's risk involved. They got guts, got a lot, I gotta wish it all. Ain't got no feelings, we just floating. Yeah, I'm that grain of sand that made it out the ocean. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
No, rise up. Rise up. We are the apocalypse and a pill that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, the light won't scare us falling. So rise up. Eyes too great to be landed. Rise up. Way too great to be standing.
They ain't never gonna stop us, flying at 'em like choppers, better took those risks, cold blood in my fists, we fire starters, one out of a million will reach those heights, always got a feeling that I won't deny that work, never could toss, look at my eyes, I'm on the rock skies.
Slight issue because I don't play 14 as well.
Try your luck and take a chance. Before the risks in this moment
good. When's the thing coming up?
Oh wait, VGL are starting on
Rehost.
attack again.
Yeah, rehost. They're calling for. Also, the streams are okay. Cool.
If we are one grain of sand in the middle of the ocean, can you try to
This. Okay, cool. This it's. Welcome back, guys, to the second map of the day. We're going to be seeing Jackal, Thatcher, Mirror Bands. The stream's off here. There we go.
Are we live?
We are live. Okay. Okay, so we've got VG on attack, and again, VG starting on an attack. Arceus just picking up that IQ. Such a just staple operator nowadays. Castle Echo, Jaeger Bandit, and Smoke on defense. We're seeing Trophy Stat out first. Pretty common to see that actually nowadays. That site being played first. I wouldn't say it's a better site, but it's definitely more of a played site. Just seeing how well it functions. Just good site to get into the groove of things.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Well, we'll see whether this goes a landslide either way, or whether we'll have yet another grueling 15 rounds of just action on action. Will, of course, being yet another defender-sided map. I wouldn't be too surprised to see AllyDogs coming out of their first defensive
Attackers
round
have located a bomb.
on a scoreline of maybe 3-2, 4-2. It would be very good for them.
Yeah.
But Fred bringing the Monty out
10
will
seconds to go.
definitely throw a spanner in the works. And this is because on sides
5
that are
seconds to
mostly defender-favored, maps that are mostly defender-favored, it's because maybe the strong combinations of Mute, Mozzie, Castle, Vigil make it almost impossible to drone. But we'll not have any of that, except Corsair playing a Castle. And of course, Monty being able to essentially drone and face check at the same time will, or should assist VG in their first attacking round. Now, as you said, Trophy Statuary, not the primary bomb site as we usually see Aviator games, or if you call it planes and games, being brought out first. But nothing too strange in bringing Trophy Statuary first. Now, Fred goes in, and this is exactly what I was saying. He's able to just
Bomb has been located.
face check everything, give the information callouts, and say, hey guys, there's nothing here, there's no one here, we can push up. There's a castle picking me from Statuary. And as you can see, the pings are coming out. The defender who's playing behind that shield in Astro will get called out. And this beautiful work of the smoke being used to push back the Monty as it inhales a good chunk of it. Should be on about 70 HP.
No Legion
Now,
being played either.
he will try to engage again, but I believe another smoke grenade will be tossed. In fact, bringing an Echo Drone, a yokai, to assist him. The ADS are burnt out, the shield gets taken down, but Kix is still holding behind that Astro desk. And Fred is able to just bully him, walk up, give Ursus an easy kill on him. Quills tosses out, I believe that's his third gas canister. It's a second one, but it doesn't matter. As the kills are just raining out. Ironide with his own, oops, a sledge. Breaching hammer being bought in the middle of a gunfight. It's been a misclick. As this is put on very, very low HP as well as Ironide. As we come into the last minute, that will be influential as Cafe is only on full HP. Zell taking some damage on an early engagement. But Ironide, it doesn't matter whether you put him on 1 or 0.5 HP, he's able to click those heads and he gets one down as well. Second kill for the round.
Drop the diffuser.
Now, Aegis is down, but there was just one attack, one defender left, and Ironide is able to get an easy kill on Quills. Trophy statuary hasn't worked out so far, and I say so far, I mean one round. This could really go either way, as we saw the two teams just trading blows in the last map. It's still too early to call it. But props to VG for bringing out a very strong attacking round.
Yes, a very, very great attacking round. That Monty just very influential that round. Just face checking everything, like you said, and just being able to give Arceus some free kills. Arceus so good on that IQ. That G8, such a good gun in his hands. This time we're going to be seeing Planes and Games Aviator coming out with that Goyo. Goyo is very good playing late round, and hell, so Smoke. Smoke also last
Attackers
round
need to
did
locate
have
and
some
defuse
influence, but just
bombs.
not enough to swing it in ADG's favor. As blue team is Vanguard and orange team is ADG. Pretty similar setup as the last round from VG. And Corsair just gonna be
Bomb
playing
located
that
by attackers.
that castle. He is very good at fragging out, but he is being put on a much more passive role. Not many of these operators are actually
10 seconds left.
great
before
for
insertion.
fragging. Much more utility based. Very.
5 seconds remaining.
It can work out, but then again, like Corsair is probably the
Attacker's
only one
objective
that
is to defuse
doesn't
the bomb.
matter if he dies too much, because he's already done all of his stuff. But here, we're probably gonna be seeing MG on that fragging role. Oh, Cafe.
Attackers drop the
Gotta
diffuser.
be,
Attackers recover
gotta
the
be
bomb.
controlling that recoil, my boy. We're gonna be seeing a south side take, just rappelling up this balcony, study balcony. Seeing some vertical play from these players, and Monty just doing what he does best, just oblivious to all damage and gunfire, just checking everything. What a big fluffy guy. There is presence on mainstays though. Nitrocell comes out. Don't know if it was thrown. I don't think it was thrown. Just showing that he does have one, and he can use it if he wants.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Corsair, great shot, and Nitrocell does a lot of damage on Fred. Fred, he's still alive, but that Corsair is just so good on any operator. Give him any operator and he'll make it work. And they have diffuser as well. So you can't be rushing into sight like that, especially with defuse. That's just given ADG such a great advantage on this round. And Fred not having much HP, as well as MJ, just quickly jiggle peeking this Corsair. I wouldn't say it's a great idea. He does have defuse. He doesn't have to play so aggressive. He's just trying to bait.
Attackers have
Arceus
recovered their
falls.
diffuser.
It's just Fred and Cafe. Monty just baiting out a couple of. It doesn't matter. Corsair triple. Could he go for the 4K here? It's gonna be a trade from Quills and Cafe. Much better there from ADG, showing that that this is a very defender-sided map, and with Corsair it makes it slightly more defender-sided. Great play, great gun skill from him. 1-1 as we equal things out on that round.
Great play on him indeed, and he got the first kill of the round, and that was onto Ironide, who I should mention in the first round got a 4K. So taking such a hot fragger off the board immediately definitely worked in the favor of ADG. That and the fact that Corsair was just absolutely fragging out of his mind with a UMP. As you said, put him on any operator, he does well. Zell will be teasing the Blitz, but it doesn't seem like we'll be having 2 shields on the attack this time. Fred's sticking to
Attackers
that
need to
Monty.
locate and defuse
Made
as
it
many
work the
bombs as
first
they
round,
can.
not so much the second. We're back onto Trophy. See what differences ADG bring out this.
They do have the Legion this time to deal with the Monty, though. That's good. Fair play on them, JJ bringing out that Legion. Very, very annoying operator, especially as a Monty. It's not easy to deal with that.
10 seconds left.
Not
5
easy
seconds to
indeed.
insertion.
I think it's more annoying to deal with Clash with your Monty because you know there's absolutely
Attackers are heading
nothing
out to defuse a bomb.
nothing you can do to deal with unless a teammate gets a kill from a different angle. Clash was banned last map, not this map, and ADG haven't brought her out yet, so we'll see whether she's eventually played or not. The last round, Vanguard were attacking this trophy statuary site. They seem to all push in from that master bedroom closet area. Now, I think they'll be taking from that study aviator side as well as master bedroom. As you can see, Zell positioning himself to open up that wall into master. However, it has been electrified. Of course, he's playing the bandit. A little bit of droning coming out. I believe that Legion trap was spotted by Zell. As yet more come out. And look at this. They have 2 players in Astro. That's Kixie and JJ, who are both watching the Astro. A beautiful C4 from Corsair, I believe was tossed above the reinforcement. It gets Fred, and that's the Monty down. I'm conflicted to say whether it would have been a bigger kill to get Zell, who's playing the hard reach. But of course, losing the Monty this early in the round is definitely going to put a dent into the attack of Vanguard. For now, they're just sitting tight, not overly aggressive. Ooh, a beautiful bandit trick from Corsair, and that's, I believe, the first ectothermic round that's gone.
MJ disconnecting, they're not sure what's happening with that.
Unfortunate.
4v4. Still a minute.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
As I say, that Quills gets the frag onto the Sophia. And Kixie with another onto Ionide. 2 versus 4 though. Should have been a 2 versus 5, but not too sure where the other operates.
This is perfect positioning from Kixie as he's set up to hold that Astro Stairs with his life. He has a glue mine, barbed wire, 2 ADSs, and a shield to help him. So I think that it was a good read from VG deciding not to push through there instead. Aziz is able to get Corsair. That's the top fragger on ADG's side gone, as well as Quills. It's a double kill. As we come into the last 20 seconds of the round, he makes it a triple kill, easily going for the 4th. It's all left to Kixie.
15 seconds remaining.
Both Aziz and Zell are in perfect
seconds
positions
to
to cover this diffuser as it's going down. Kixie will be trying to make a rotate, but I believe he'll be caught out. Not before he gets a kill to Aziz. He has 40 seconds left to make magic happen, and he does, getting a beautiful kill across from the statuary into trophy.
Defenders have eyes on the diffuser.
And he can defuse
Attackers
this.
need to protect it.
He's got more than enough time. An easy kill going to ADG, even though they were 1 man down.
Bomb diffuser disabled by
Still
defenders.
5 versus 4, not sure if we're gonna be getting, yeah.
Defenders
I think there's gonna be a rehost. Not too sure what's happening here, because I think it was MJ that DC'd.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, they want to rehost. Okay, cool. So we're gonna be going into a quick intermission. We will be back shortly. Thanks for sticking around and
If we are one grain of sand.
choppers. Better cook those risks, cold blood in my fists, we fire starters. One out of a million will reach those heights. Always get a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never could toss. Look in my eyes, I'm on the rocks, guys. But I'm up now, we all too late to fall. Yeah, anyone coming, I'ma lift them all. Never look down when there's risk involved. I got guts, got a lot, I gotta wish it all. Ain't got no feelings, we just floating. Yeah, I'm that grain of sand that made it out the ocean. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
Rise up. Rise up. We are the apocalypse, and a path that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, the light won't scare us falling. So rise up. Fly too great to be landed. Rise up. Way too great to be standing.
They never gonna stop us. Fly by them like choppers. Better cook those risks, cold blood in my fists, we fire starters. Let's go. One out of a million will reach those heights. Always get a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never could toss. Look in my eyes, I'm on the rocks, guys.
Try your luck and take a chance. Get for the risks in this moment. Take my hand and break my heart. I'll never walk this road again. Stumbling steps, road to a dance where things change forever. There's no regrets, only the past. Will I change? Never. So swing me around. Take me down, you won't break me, I'm too strong. Keep saying it wrong, I'll play along, but I will never be a victim. So swing me around, take me down, you won't break me, I'm too strong. Keep saying it wrong, I'll play along, but I will never be a victim. Never be a We barely know you hurt. I grow, I rock, you roll, we steal the show. I lock, you load, we lose control. I won't be held responsible. Run to the hills, leave love behind. Let's lose all concepts of time. I'll take yours and make it mine. Loving me, myself, and I. So swing me around, take me down. You won't break me, I'm
Okay, cool. Welcome back. Sorry for that break there. Here we go as we get into the fourth round here. As ADG have the current lead 2-1 on Villa. Going to be seeing a Kali brought out. And the hard breacher will be a Mr. Thermite. Goggles. Mr. Goggles.
I'm not exactly sure why a thermite would be brought out, given that ADG will
Attackers
be
need to
defending the
locate and
kitchen
defuse as many
site.
bombs as they can.
You can
To
always
the best
open
of
up
my
the laundry
knowledge,
rolls.
to the best of my knowledge, hard breach isn't that important when attacking this site. But we'll see how that plays out. MJ will be playing Bandit again. I think he was playing it last round before he got disconnected. Got a beautiful C4 kill on Fred, who is playing the Monty. He has now switched onto Thermite, still playing a support role,
10 seconds to go.
still being very influential
Attackers have located
in
a
how
bomb.
these attacking rounds play
5
out.
seconds to
Now,
go.
Vanguard are on the back foot. They're
Bomb
only
located
one
by
round down,
attackers.
and we're only in round
Attackers are
4.
heading out to defuse a bomb. Attackers drop the diffuser.
Who,
Attackers have
it's too
recovered
early
the
to call
diffuser.
it, but if Vanguard keep letting AllyDogs get these rounds and get themselves a significant lead above them, they'll be on the back foot when they go into the second half.
Yeah, here we go. We got that sledge just gonna be holding up that red carpet. Don't know the call for that. Me and my team call that something very different. But there it is. First frag JJ onto Zell. The Ash being taken down. The entry frag, and it's with Mozzie on the room to be picking up that frag. Mozzie is playing upstairs, if I'm not mistaken. Does look like it. JJ is back downstairs. So Ash, pretty. Yeah, they're going to be going for that laundry wall now. Ionite taking a lot of damage. JJ going for that repeat, very close to getting a frag. MJ though, picking up Cafe. That's the sledge down. Still have Arceus. Arceus can change rounds. We've seen him do it before. And Ionite going risky position right now. Nitro. Good shot, there it is. Quills falls, Ionide just gonna fall back now. That's the smart play. He got the frag, he's falling back. MJ's HP is like 5 right now. He is. You can sneeze on him and he'll die. And again there is Corona, so don't sneeze on people. Not very good. George also taking some damage. Oz as well. Damage all across the board, but it is still a man advantage for ADG. As I say that, Fred is the one to take Corsair off the board. We've got a much more equal round here. Upstairs control being taken by Arceus right now. And here comes the laundry wall. JJ gonna have to move. He does indeed. He moves right next to that laundry door. Ella, great shot. Oh no, that was just by the window. Still a good shot nevertheless onto Fred. Thermite falls. Look at the HP on the attackers though. They cannot afford to be hit by a single bullet. Arceus, the calls just the comm just isn't there. They know he's there, but oh, what a wallbang! That is okay. That's great. Well done, Arceus.
15 seconds remaining.
The power of the G8 and Arceus. But ADG do close it out in the end with MJ and JJ getting frags respectively, and that's 3-1 now. Very normal scoreline, seeing as this is Villa. But VG do want to be getting one more round at least on this half.
So ADG will be going back to Aviator, seeing as it worked for them the one time they were there. Bringing pretty much the exact same lineup. And the last time they were playing Aviator, it was mostly Corsair's heavy work in getting, I believe it was 4 kills, and sitting right on top of that diffuser that netted them that round. But I'm sure Vanguard have adapted to that, and they'll be definitely more cautious in catching Corsair on those flanks, on those roams. Now, if we can talk a little bit about that last round, I think
Defenders, protect your
the
bombs from being
undoing
defused
of
by attackers.
VG was not having any vertical pressure. Because Corsair was playing the pulse right on site. JJ, he did roam and then he fell back to site. So what I'm trying to say is the people who are playing inside the site were able to just sit pretty and just anchor up. Whereas if we would have had, I believe it was Cafe who was playing the sledge, go above and start to open the floor from, that should be the statuary side. I always get statuary and trophy confused. If you're able to open the statuary floor, which would have been the kitchen ceiling open, maybe if he wouldn't have got any picks, at the very least you would have forced the anchors who are sitting on site to move around
Attackers
and
are
maybe
moving
get
out
picked
to
up
locate a bomb and defuse
by
it.
all the other VG players who are putting so much horizontal pressure on the site. Fred deciding to bring that Monty for the third time. He's used him to varying levels of success, so we'll see whether he's able to do any good work with him this round. Of course, a Monty is only as good as his supporting teammates. When he's able to bully into sight or bully into long hallways or large open areas that other attackers traditionally wouldn't have been able to. For now, he's just going to sit on the study door, get a little bit of droning from Zell. I'm sure they'll have spotted Quills, who will be playing on the top of the main stairs. Now they definitely know he's here. He's going to play that C4 again, seeing as last time it did good work in getting a lot of damage done on Fred. But this time there are a lot of players behind him to support him. Unfortunately, Ionite goes down before he's able to do any meaningful work. Azius, however, is able to even the man count, and it's a 4v4.
Corsair on
course.
1 HP right now.
Corsair will die to just about anything,
Attackers bomb diffuser has
including
been dropped.
the fire from the Goyo shields that Kixi has brought out. Of course, Kixi being able to influence the round from the grave. However, it's 4v3. Vanguard looking like they're struggling a little bit on these attacks, as it's a minute and 18 seconds left and they still haven't got the study walls open.
Yeah, still there's still time on the board for VG, but not much as we reach that 60-second mark now. Corsair still alive and breathing, but like I said, not much life in him. But he does have 3 full HP teammates right now, and we can see the Valkyrie going for a flank up red stairs, and she spots the missed shots. That can't be happening right now. That you can't do that. That was unlucky, MJ. Just missing some shots, and Cafe just getting sight. There is one inside of the vault. Do they know this? No. They missed the shots, Quills now. But there it is. Cafe stomped by Quills, and Fred taking some more damage. Quills, this is just trading back and forth here. But it all started when Valkyrie missed the shots onto Cafe. It's all down to Zell. 10 seconds, gets the first one. He's going to be going for the Fred. You shouldn't be doing that. You need to go for the second one. He's playing behind the bar. You can't be wallbanging the bar, and he just doesn't even.
Operators, you
Saving
have run
KD.
out of time.
It's easy for Rens. As that's 4-1 now, or that's 4-1. VG need to pick up this round right here, right now, to have some chance at winning this map. ADG just running away with it right now. They are 1-0 up as well, winning Oregon the previous map, and MJ on Capcan. We're probably going to be seeing him switch off. Yes, there it is. Okay. And the operator he's going to be bringing is is Capcan. Legion. Okay, so it's not Capcan. Very late. Because last round was a bit of a mess up
Attackers need
there
to
on
locate
either
and
team. What do you
defuse
think,
bombs.
Olympus?
Yeah, I think it was a good attempt from VG because they knew there was someone playing on those main stairs. Actually, there were two people. There was who was it? I forget. It was a Wamai who was playing on the landing of those main stairs, and then there was it
Smoke, I think.
Quills?
Mute.
It
One
was
of
a
them.
mute who was playing
Yeah,
right at the
good.
top.
Attackers have located
Yeah,
a bomb.
behind a shield. So they did the droning. They got Fred to push in there, but he couldn't really push those two players as he was so afraid of the flank coming from the aviator door. However, Zell was holding it for a long time and it didn't get him any picks. Now, they did try to push in with
Attackers are heading
Ironite,
out
but
to defuse the
unfortunately
bomb.
died to the peak from kills. Is it Quills? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. So, VJ kind of struggled to get that steady main self-control. And they decided to rotate one player who's Cafe all the way to the other side of the map. And we saw him actually I want to credit him, and then again at the same time I want to discredit him because it was kind of poor play from him not seeing that there was, or hearing that there was a Valkyrie on those main stairs. Of course, the Valkyrie could hear the proximity alarm going off, but she missed so many of her shots that it alerted Cafe that there was someone on those stairs. He was able to get a kill, walk into sight, get another kill. I think he only died because he didn't know there was someone involved.
Legion running the shotgun. I just saw that now. He's playing on that default plant position in, and Fred getting down now. That's big. At least he isn't dead. He can still do his job as a thermite, just has less HP. But we can see MJ just playing behind that statue over there with Legion shotgun. I'm not sure if that was intentional because he did swap last second. Yeah.
I believe Fred was down by Impact tricking above the wall to try to deny the wall from being open, but JJ will go for a bandit trick, and I think he's going to be successful with it. He is not. The wall gets opened up. Fred on very low HP, inhaling that smoke, he'll definitely go down to one bullet now. Legion traps being a thorn in the foot of us as it pulls back to the red stairs to pull it out.
Lots of damage being done to VG right now, but they are all still alive. 5 on 5, but as the round gets closer, it's looking more and more like an ADG round. 1 minute on the clock, but Quill's taking a significant amount of damage, and MJ gets picked up by Oliver. Oliver's still on the board with that amazing gun of his, and there's two coming up. Astro stays, and the bandit falls. 4 on 3 now. Ooh, okay, 50 seconds left. They do have the control of the actual side defender. Big push, but kicks the I'm not sure what's happening there. Looks like VG's going to be able to run away with this one as it's all down to Quills. He's just frogging around and he's dead. He's dead. Just like the hopes and dreams of ADG that round. But great half from ADG in the end. 4-2. That is a understandable half.
Well, understandable indeed. Vanguard looked so much better on that attack than they have on all the previous ones they have played, I should say. So we'll see whether the story changes or whether it's going to be more from the defensive side as we switch sides. VG will now be defending and they start on Aviator Games. 6th pick off that Echo onto a castle. Not sure the thought process behind there, because the reason Echo gets banned out so much in competitive play is because of his ability to stop the diffuser, the plant, with his yokai drones from relative safety, or from safety, I should say, because he can just hide away in a corner, get onto an yokai drone that he had pre-placed, and then stop the plant. And that ability has been, I should say, very, very powerful, especially in the meta we're in, where some people are calling it the 20-second meta. And by that I mean the attackers have so much to do before they're able to even get onto site. They have so much utility to burn.
10 seconds left before
And so
insertion.
by the time they're able to fully execute, they have about 20 seconds left. And that's where operators like Smoke and Echo really shine.
Attackers are
Smoke
heading
won't
out
be
to
brought.
defuse a bomb.
This round, however, AllyDogs will be playing his SAS counterpart, the Mute. So the Mute Jammers and the Bandit Batteries should stop these study walls from being opened, as well as any C4 that might be tossed over those study walls.
Looks like we'll have to see if ADG is able to steal this one away from VG and make it a 2-0 scoreline. Or if we're in for another longer game. VG now on the back end of things, taking a bit of a slapping on attack, but this is their time to shine as they're now on defense. Let's see what they can do. Can they one up the ADG players? See if they can do any better on attack on defense. Sorry, than they do.
And look at this. This is beautiful room clear from ADG. Corsair is being drawn out, as well as Cafe and the back of Pixie are trying to do major work from below to assist the Thermite of JJ to get those walls open. Not sure where Corsair went. Last seen he was running towards that living
Attackers
room
have located a bomb.
library side.
From below is so strong on ADH and you can always get that lucky shot in, but there it is, Ionide falling to Corsair, and Aldius answers back onto Pixie. The buck falls down, Quills on that instant refrag, Quills the double kill as he's on site, and JJ looks to help up Quills. Cafe, Nitro comes out, Big Quills falls. That was the downed player though. JJ watching for the flank, good read, but he looks back! Terrible timing there. That's siege for you, as Zell picks up JJ, and that's the fuser down. MJ and Corsair have to win it out. It was a 2 versus 4. Corsair and Zell being put into a fight now, and it's all down to Corsair. 1 versus 1. It's Corsair up against Cafe, Valkyrie up against Nomad. Corsair gonna be swinging now. They have cams on Corsair, they know exactly where he is, but not anymore. Cafe doing the right thing, rotating. Ooh, just missing each other, these players so close yet so far away. Cafe. Oh!
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
The timing! Oh, great shot though, Cafe!
Gosh.
Stomped on by Corsair. What a shot! And ADJ 5-2. 2 more rounds. 1 more round off this match point. So we head into round 8. Great shot.
I have to say that was very, very close because it was a 4v2 at some point, but VG were able to bring it back to a 2v2 and then eventually a 1v1, which again was also very luckily won by Corsair. The timing, you mentioned it. The Thermite of JJ, he just looked at the wrong moment, got taken down by the Bandit. Corsair might have lost his life while he was deploying that air job, but I think the Valkyrie didn't pick fast enough. So
Yeah.
it was a very close round. But in the end, it doesn't matter how close the rounds come. It matters
protect your
how
bombs
many
from being
rounds you have on the
defused by
board. And
attackers.
so far, ADG have 5. Vanguard have 2. Vanguard need to start bringing this back right this moment. Because if they let ADG take this next round, then that's match point.
And then they have 4 chances to take the game right there and then, but
Attackers have
we'll have to see what
discovered
happens
the
this
location of
round,
the bomb.
because this game is a 1 round by 1 round game. You can be 6-0 up and still lose the game. You just got to focus on that round that you're playing right now, not on the next or the one after that, the one
10
that you're
seconds
playing
left.
right now, as that is the one that matters the most.
5 seconds to
Seeing
insertion.
bulk cams being placed in master bedroom, the default spots, and
Attacker's objective is to defuse the
Red
bomb.
overheating himself. Looks like we're going to be seeing a run out.
I was going to say that's a misclick, but a runout is more possible.
Yeah.
And there he is. They were ready for him, as you saw MJ pre-aiming that master balcony. It appears there'll be a heavy push into master, as we can see Kixie is going downstairs. I believe he'll try to get the master bedroom wall open, and he's supported by MJ, who's playing Ash. the Ash, excuse me. The kitchen is clear, so far there's no one playing downstairs. And MJ is able to get an easy kill onto Anna because playing that laundry room, I believe.
Yeah, just by that memorial.
Kixie starts his work of remodeling the site from below. He takes some damage, but is actually not able to give back any. He just barely sees the feet of the Jaeger who's Azias. He takes some damage, but not enough to put him down. Of course, there is a dock if he needs to be picked back up. Appears not to be the case so far.
There you go, confirming the statue room door by the shield. Such a good position for any. When he could get a free pick here, missing. Just a little bit slow on the trigger there, as Corsair does indeed get away with his life. Got to take out that drone now. Ozzy is just so good on this Jaeger. And Zell just taking a little bit of damage. Also, just putting pressure on them from this bathroom side. And there's the double kill as ADJ looks set to win this next round. This round, sorry. As JJ takes a little bit of damage. Ozzy now. Look, he's the player that has to make all the impact right now. He's in the position, but JJ knows that he's there, so looks like he's pinched. Zell, good shot. He's pushing it as well. And Arceus does fall in the meanwhile, and it's 1 versus 4 as it's all down to the Doc, who's taking so many damage. And ADJ match point now, Corsair. Just it doesn't matter where you are or who you are, he's going to kill you one way or another. Great shot as well, nothing different, nothing new. ADJ match point 6-2, VG have to claw this back now. Oof. Trophy start again.
Okay, looks like, well, we'll be going to kitchen. I was going to say we'll be going back to trophy, but hasn't worked out for them. So instead they'll go to the dining room. Now, where that round really started to fall apart is when MG got an easy kill onto Ironide, who was playing mute down in that laundry area. There were 2 drones on him, as well as a Buck and an Ash ready to refrag each other if either of them go down. So the roam game from Vanguard looking a bit iffy.
Attackers need to
Definitely
locate
so.
and
It's
defuse
just
as many bombs
they're
as they
wasting
can.
time, but they're also losing lives, and the time is valuable, but arguably not as valuable as the lives of the operators, because you saw how early that was a 5 versus 3 as a mute
Bomb
fell on
located by
Night
attackers.
and Fred as well. But yeah,
Attackers located a
2-6.
bomb.
We see Corsair on 5, ADJ on 6, and VG on a measly 2
10
right now.
seconds to
But
insertion.
it's a start. They gotta be somewhere. 2
5
is better
seconds
than
left
1, and
before
1 is better than 0. So yeah, I just
Attackers
failing to
objective
show up
is to
right
defuse the
now.
bomb.
As of right now, he's 1 for 5. Definitely not the best showing. We saw what his potential last game, how strong he is on those operators. But right now, it's he's taking some damage. Not sure if that's team damage or something. Not sure from where either. But he's not dead yet, so he still can have an impact. And this is going to be, look at that, top floor control basically granted to them as a gift. As there's no one contesting Master Bedroom, no one contesting Stat, and no one contesting Trophy, no Astra. It's just GG, you gotta be doing something about this, because they have all the time in the world to play. Nitro comes out, but that does nothing. That's already 1 Nitro wasted and still over 2 minutes. They do still have 1 Nitro, but that's only 1 and there's 5 players of ADG still alive with so long to play with, so much util as well. It's I don't know. I think ADG are set to win this one, but that doesn't mean they are going to. As VG look to stop them. Thank God. You gotta guard them sites.
Now ADG is doing exactly what I criticized VG for not doing when they were playing this site, that is taking control upstairs. And you can see it's bearing them fruits. Two of VG go down, and that's a 3v5, and they still have more or less half the round to go. As you called it, I think VG are taking this one.
They still have Zelfred and Cafe, so they aren't out of it yet, but we're all coming up and there we go. Fred takes our Corsair, that's the nomad off the board, but Quill's he's been fragging, he's been having a better game this time around, but we'll see. With 50 seconds left, Fred falls from above. That's why you have to have that upstairs control, because after you forget that there's hold above you, that's what happens. And great shot from Kixie. It's all down to Cafe.
Wow.
Looks to fade away. The hopes and dreams fade away of VG, but still,
Attackers are activating.
he's alive and kicking, but ADG don't want him to be. His HP gonna fade as the hopes of Vanguard fade as well, and that's a 7-2, very convincing game from ADG. As there it is, GG's all around. Oof, much more convincing though. Remember to watch out for the close tournament this Friday coming up. Get excited. If you want to join future tournaments, close tournaments, be sure to join the Discord. You can see the link up top on the stream. And I hope all of you guys have a great night. Thanks for the...
Would you guys like to do...
Subscribe and like, and we'll see you guys soon.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity.